So I'm gonna go to the thrift store today. Cue the controversy. Hey everyone, it's Daniela. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay, and today we are going to the thrift store. They just opened up yesterday. Just one of the thrift stores around here, one of the chains, I should say, opened up here yesterday. Limited hours, limited staff, limited everything. So I'm gonna head over there now with my good friend Jen, and we're gonna check it out and see what it's all about. I have very low expectations, and that's fine. But I'm curious. I just want to see what their layout's going to be like. I'm going to ask some questions to the staff because I'm friendly with the staff that's there, and see what their stocking schedule is going to be like. I kind of want to get an idea. I don't foresee myself going again until probably end of June. I am waiting for one more thrift store to open up. They're probably not opening up for another couple of weeks. So, with that being said, let's go to the thrift store, shall we? So I just pulled in, and the line to Marshall's, which is next door, is so long. It's kind of crazy. I have no desire to go to any store. Like, I have no desire to go to Marshall's. I have no desire to go to TJ Maxx. Like, I don't need anything. I don't need to go. I don't need to go to the thrift store either. I'm doing this for content purposes and to give you guys an idea what it's like out there where I am. Yeah. There's no line to Savers, so that's a plus. Okay, mask is on. I have my hand sanitizer in my bag. I have wipes in my bag. I have gloves in my bag. I've got everything. I am ready. Oh, this Johnny Was mask, so cute. This is, I think, my third one that I've worn. I still have two more that I haven't worn. I really like them. I think I might order some more, just given that I'm using them all the time in the office and whatnot. So, plus I have the ones that Tori and Bill made for me. I have lots of masks, but I have to use a new one every day, so I need quite a few. So I'm not doing laundry all the time. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's do it. You know, it's really hard. It's really hard to wait outside for a friend. Outside of a thrift store, I should say. It's very hard to wait outside of a thrift store. I don't like it. I just want to go in. Okay, so gone to two locations, both Savers. Underwhelming, which I anticipated. Honestly, I didn't go into this thinking that it was going to be great. I figured a lot of it was stuff that was left over. I'm going to hit up one more place, and then I will see you guys at home and talk about what the layout and everything is like. See you soon. Okay, let's talk about the thrift store. So I did this little experiment solely for YouTube content. I wasn't going to go. I had no interest in going, but I did want to see what the process was going to be like. I wanted to see what thrift stores around here were doing. I wanted to know what the staffing level was like, because I think that's really important as well. That will contribute to inventory being able to go out on the sales floor. So I went to 4 different locations, and I also went to another thrift store. I went to 2 of their locations. Okay, so the first 4 locations that I went to were Savers. So I went to 4 different ones, some in-state, some out-of-state, and basically the process was the same throughout the 4 stores. Very limited staff. They had mostly the management staff that was back. So you had like the lead management, store managers, assistant managers, key holders, like that staffing was there. They did tell me that only 50% or lower of their production crew is back in the stores. There are arrows on the ground, so if you're walking around, it's a one-way arrow type thing. There's the dots on the ground telling you to stay 6 feet apart. They're making constant announcements over the loudspeaker, thanking everyone for coming in, and then also stating that, what open rules are and to please make sure you're 6 feet apart from each other if you're in the same aisle, and so on and so forth. So that was that, which was great. The staff have masks on, some are wearing gloves, and then they all have the visor on, so the headpiece with the visor in front, and they're all wearing that. So that was nice to see. They also have a person at the front. Some stores had two, some only have one in the front who is tracking how many people are coming in and out of the store. So one person is tracking how many are coming in on a tracker, and then another person tracking how many people are coming out of the store. And they are checking that and making sure that they are at the capacity they can be at. Outside of the store, there's also lines on the ground, as supermarkets have, to start a line if they had to, if there were too many people coming in at the same time. So that was all great. There was someone at each store that is sanitizing carriages, and when the carriages are done, once the customer's done, they're leaving. The carriages are being set to one side. Some staff person is coming along, bringing them over to the person who's sanitizing the carriages, and then that person's sanitizing the next group. And they're all laid out, and they tell you, okay, these are sanitized, those are not, and that's how they're doing that. So that was all great. One of the locations I went to, they were only stocking hard goods and books. They are not stocking clothing for probably another month. Another location I went to was already stocking clothes. However, the clothes that they are stocking are items that came in right before Savers shut down. So you're talking that early March, late March, in that range time frame. So they're going through that inventory. It's sat for quite an extensive amount of time, and they're processing all that and putting that into production to then come out. Production time is taking longer because there's only a small percentage of staff that's working. So it's going to take longer to get the things that you want, which is fine. It is what it is, right? The other thing is any new donations that come in, you're waiting. They have to go in quarantine. So you're not getting any new donations for probably 2 to 4 weeks at minimum. And a lot of the locations around here, they get a lot of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes them to go through all these different rotations and how fast the new donations will go out once their quarantine time is up. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Overall impressions of Savers in the inventory. It was okay. I mean, I spent my entire budget for the month because the prices are so high. Every Savers I went to, the prices were ridiculously high. I mean, double or triple what they were before. So I get it, right? I mean, they lost 2 months of business, so now they need to recoup. The Savers is not a nonprofit, so they're regular business who needs to recoup money that they've lost from being closed. That being said, I can't continue shopping there if this is what the prices are going to be like. It was crazy. I got really good stuff. I can't complain, but it wasn't nothing is like earth-shattering. Like they're very basic stuff. I have the stuff sitting right here. I'm actually going to make a separate video on it because it's going to take me a while to go through all this and talk about each piece. I probably have 30 or 40 pieces. So it's a lot, maybe even a little bit more. But I want to make that its own video and go through that and tell you what the prices were and stuff. Later date. So the prices were high. The inventory was scarce. There was some good stuff, like things that people obviously missed or they went out. These items went out right when the shutdown was happening, so no one shopped it. So I just happened to catch it at the right time, and it wouldn't be a Daniela video if a cat didn't make an appearance. So the prices, yeah. Okay. The items were Nothing special. I mean, that's just what it is. People are posting all these videos and pictures of things that they're finding at the thrift store. Maybe they're finding great things at their thrift store, and that's great. It's not here yet. All those donations are being stored in the back, and they're not ready to come out yet. So that's fine. I'm sure it'll get better with time. However, the price points are what concerned me. It was concerning. The other thing that happened, which was very odd, and I've never experienced this before with Savers. So if you have, let me know. One of the items that I wanted, which is a not so well known designer brand that I had to look up because the name sounded familiar, but I wasn't really sure. So it resells for like anywhere from $80 to $200. Great. They had it. I wanted it. It had no price tag. So typically, when you bring it up to the register at Savers, staff person calls over a manager and they tell you what they're going to price it at. They didn't do that. The woman who was ringing me out told me that they couldn't do that. That if it doesn't have a price on it, it has to go back on the shelf. What? Why can't I buy it? Why can't you call over a manager and price it so I can buy it? Nope, can't do it. It's against our policy. Since when? Because I was just at another Savers and they did it for me. I don't know. It was weird. It was very upsetting because I really wanted that bag to wear myself first and then resell because I loved it. But maybe it's store by store. They do it differently. I don't know. I'd never heard about it before. Maybe it's new policy, but I was literally at a Savers a half hour before and they priced something for me that didn't have a tag. So I need explanations. And she didn't give me any. So that's it. I mean, that was my experience at Savers. My experience at Salvation Army, which was the next location that I went to, was basically the same. They are not stocking. They only have the management crew back. They have no production staff whatsoever. They're accepting donations. They have to go into quarantine. It's the same thing. Prices were the same at Salvation Army, but they're also not putting anything out. So there's that. Now it's a different cat. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say, sir. Okay. So I don't really have much else to say except, they're open and they're not great. They're not terrible, but they're not great. Maybe the new stuff that starts to come out little by little will be better. The price points were very high. Um, the staff was great. The store was clean. Everything is very safe. Like I did not feel unsafe being there. But I probably won't go back for a while. I'm gonna wait out probably about 20 to 30 days before I go back to any location and just kind of see how things are moving from there. I have enough stuff. I have a lot of free donations. I have not so mystery reseller boxes that I'm selling right now. I'll probably have more of those. I have lots of people giving me free stuff. So I really don't have a need to go to the thrift store. I just kind of did this for content purposes and just to see what it was like because it's important to know what's going on, right? Neighboring states have not opened their thrift stores. Connecticut might be opening them up this week, but Massachusetts is not. So the other thing that, it's going to happen is out-of-staters are coming in and they're shopping at our stores, not just thrift stores, they're shopping at all of our stores because our stores are opening up with limited capacities and whatnot. So it's a little scary, I'm not going to lie, because you're bringing in all different people and numbers are going to go up and I don't know what that means. It's all the unknown, right? It is what it is. But I hope this video was helpful. I hope things are going well for you. I hope your thrift stores are great. I hope your thrift stores are stocking. But if they're not, let me know what your thrift stores are doing. I'm curious to see if they're kind of following the same pattern or if they're doing their own thing. Let me know about that whole pricing thing at Savers. Like, why won't you give me a handbag that doesn't have a price? I don't get it. I don't get it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Every Wednesday, we have new videos that come out here on the Chronicles of a Reseller, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the podcast, Thrifter's Pillow with Lori Tata. And yeah, if you guys want some not so mystery reseller boxes that are mostly mall brand, some Nordstrom Rack brands, I have some right now in my Poshmark closet. Check it out. 10 pieces for $30, and there's one item piece, 5 item box for $25. And if you're a YouTube or Instagram friend, you get free shipping if you let me know in the bundle feature. So there's that. I will see you guys next time, where we will sit down and have a good old-fashioned haul, which I've never fully done before on this channel. So this will be my first one, and it'll probably be a long one because there are so many pieces that I need to go through. All right, guys, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.